And we are live here in Harrington Gymnasium for Game 1. It's very quiet in here, Jeremy. That is just eerie.
Yeah, it feels like mid-afternoon practice quiet, right? Like it's that weird, like calm before the storm. So I feel like we need to pipe in some crowd noise.
Maybe we need to pipe in Luke behind us here.
Yeah, get Luke in here, get some noise going.
How are you? Good.
What's up, good. Yeah.
All right. So since you hadn't seen the guard since was it a week or so ago?
Yeah, I guess it's been about 3 games. I think since I've been out. So good to be back.
And they won a pretty big one over Grace.
Yeah, I got to watch that one online. That was a lot of fun to watch. Both games were a lot of fun. The guys' game as well.
Whew. Double overtime.
That was
thriller.
crazy. Yeah, that was like the heart attack game, right? I was glad I was on my couch at that one.
Yeah, it was a good one. The girls, kind of they got a couple games left here. They've win these 2 against the teams that they should beat, and they will kind of be in the driver's seat. District tournament starts next week. Be in Waco Live Oak High School. On the semifinals and finals will be Friday and Saturday, so should be an exciting time as district's kind of wrapping up 2 games this week. They've got to finish, both the girls and guys here, and we'll be on to the semifinals. And the jump ball won by Lady Guard here. And first shot up from Carmen Miller is no good. And immediately Brook Hill back in control. Oh, tough start here, Jeremy.
Yeah. I mean, I think I like getting the ball up the floor quick, and maybe a couple of passes before we take that shot would be a little bit better advised. Coach is going with a little bit of a different lineup than the normal starting lineup tonight.
Got the you've got Booth and Miller in the game. You see that Tonroy and Onley will come off the bench. Maybe kind of doing a mixture of the 2 lineups. Azusa with the steal. Layup and good. So 2-0 start for the Lady Guard here.
Yeah, and I think if you look across the floor, I mean, the Lady Guard have a sizable height advantage as usual. And
I don't think anybody's catching India tonight.
No, I think she might have this might be feast week, as they call it. I think, this almost looks like if you looked at it height-wise, you'd assume that Brighter Horizon has a 5-guard lineup in, right? There's just not any post presence per se.
I mean, they all are above the 3-point line almost. And looks like there'll be a timeout early from Brighter Horizon. We'll take it with them. 6:34 left here in the first quarter play. Brook Hill up 4-0. We would like to thank Christine Vasquez, CPA, BLLC, the official accountant of NetSN.
Have you sustained a bone, joint, work, or sports injury? Problems with mobility or movement? Suffer with pain? Contact Azalea Orthopedics. Our specialists serve patients across East Texas. For proven, trusted medical care, you have a choice. Demand Azalea.
And we are back after that quick timeout. Miley Booth comes out firing downtown. Brook Hill just keeping the ball on this side of the court right now. Nice rebound by Brighter Horizons.
Yeah, a good tip there defensively. There was a wide open player on the backside, but active hands kept that from being a layup.
Booth lines up a 3 from the wing. Nothing but the bottom. So Miley Booth with a nice shot.
Yeah, I think, tonight for Brook Hill, the key is going to be keep doing what we do, right, despite the opponent. And, don't let that affect our gameplay and the way that we come out.
Miller all the way in. No good. And then Zuza takes it right back, and she'll bury the jumper. The only question is, can the scorekeeper keep up tonight? Because you're in charge. Your score
That's right. Tall
affects us over here on
That's
the
right.
broadcast. Yeah, no, just can you keep up tonight? That's the question.
The YouTubers will be commenting if you don't, so keep it up. No, again, just happy to bring a local high school basketball action to the masses here on YouTube, as well as our app.
Oh, hard foul on Booth, and she'll go to the line for 2.
And that was the foul was by halftime.
I guess if you're going to foul somebody,
Yeah, get your money's worth.
that's exactly right. So Booth at the line for 2 free throws here.
Problem is, Miley's a good free throw shooter.
And you didn't jinx her.
Man,
that was good.
I said that, and I was like, I should not have said that, but it didn't affect anything that time.
And 2 for 2 at the line, though. Announcers jinx going to work on her tonight.
That's right. Miley is unstoppable at the line.
So 11-0 start for the Lady Guard here.
Yeah, I mean, I think for Brighter Horizon right now, there's not much movement. There's about 1 player moving and 4 players watching, which is really hard to run any kind of an effective offense that way.
And Zuza with another steal. Pushes the pace. Euros in the lane. Then there's going to be a foul. That on 55, I believe.
That's 2 on Brighter Horizon.
So free throws for Zuza. First one is good. And 2 for 2.
You know, we talk about it a lot, right? Like we always talk about their free throws, but they're not always easy or free. And yet tonight, I think, you know, Brook Hill started out well, 4 for 4. That's a good start from the line. You want to keep that up.
Steal over to Morris, and she misses the easy layup. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Coach is going to watch film and go to the left-hand layup lineup in practice because they've had about 6 of them already that they've missed.
Couple substitutions in for Brook Hill. It'll be Landry Fight and Victoria Guayo checking in. Morris, 3, good. So Morris makes up for missing that layup and buries a 3. It's a good way to. It's one way to do it.
She said it's worth more. It's worth more.
Okay, I like that strategy.
Yeah. Why go for 2s when you can knock down 3s?
It sounds like the SEC saying it just means more.
Yeah, I think it's the way of the new NBA, right? It's why shoot 2s when you can shoot 3s.
Yep. Zuza short on the 3. Morris follow. Jumper good.
Yeah, it's hard if you don't get rebounds, right? You force a miss, it hasn't happened much, and then you don't get the rebound, and so it's just relentless pressure by Brook Hill on the offensive end.
So 18-0 here early this first quarter. And a steal by Fight. She looks to run. Fight, hard drive, and she's going to earn her trip to the free throw line. Well, I think the 40-point plus rule is going to come into play tonight.
Yeah, I would assume at the early look, with it already being 18-0 and 2 of our normal starters not on the floor, it might be one of those nights.
Yeah.
And again, a good night for some of the younger players or some of the bench players to get some time and get an opportunity to get some run out here before district starts, like you said, or before the tournament, excuse me.
We got a question for the referee.
Yeah, there's no 15. I was going to ask the same question a while ago, and I forgot to say it, but there is no 15 on my sheet here.
Uh-oh.
Which
that would be a technical.
That is a technical. And I'm going to put my money. Who's going to shoot the free throws? I'm going to say Lila Morris.
No.
They're going to just fix it.
So 1 is 15, I think is what we were told.
Okay. Morris for 3. Good. Another 3 for Morris. Good start for Lila here. 21-0.
Yeah, Lila's shooting right now as if that basket, the hoop is the size of a hula hoop as opposed to a regulation rim.
She missed the easiest shot she had all night.
Isn't that crazy? But knocks in both threes that she's had so far and a good 2-point as well. And so those are those best nights, though, as a shooter when that basket just looks huge.
And Morris with the steal. Miller drives in, and she's fouled. Foul charge to 15.
And that's her second.
Of the Stars. Lady Rod. That is going to be, is it Morgan?
That is Layla Morgan.
The first free throw miss for Miller. And second one, no good. And Zuza with a little flip up under the bucket and makes it look easy.
When it's your night, it's your night.
So 23-0. 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ooh. And Zuza with another steal. Up to fight. Landry takes this strong with the right hand, and she finishes with the easy layup.
And a quick 25-0 here. We're not even through the first quarter.
So, as a coach, Jeremy, what are you working on here in this kind of game? I mean, obviously it's tough to work on too many of your sets. I mean, as Zuza steals it and goes and lays it in, you have to stay intense, and you still have meaningful games to play after this. So,
yeah, I mean, I think it's really hard, right? I mean, like, if we're being honest, it's really hard to stay switched on as an athlete when it's this easy, right? And it's really hard as a coach to keep them locked in. And, I like this strategy tonight of changing up your starting lineup. I think giving a little extra motivation to some of those players. And then, but, yeah, it's tough. I mean, I think you have to instill some things. Hey, this is what we do. This is who we are. And you hope your culture carries, right? But, yeah, I mean, I would say it's a tall task for Coach Hubbard to keep everybody locked in a game like this and not to get to that point where you're shot happy, right? And you start forcing stuff and kind of playing around versus playing basketball.
And a steal. Zuza there. Gets it to Miller. And intercepted.
Yeah, that needed to be in front of her a little bit further. That kind of went on her back hip, the back of her hip instead of in front. Made it tough to get a catch there.
And turnover for the Lady Stars, and it will go back to the Lady Guard.
Well, I think if you're the Lady Stars, this is hard too, right? How do you get anything going when you're having a hard time getting the ball moved across the floor?
Wyo drive, looking for somebody. Miller.
Kick it.
Fight from the corner, a little bit long. And Aguayo picks up the rebound.
Yeah, and you've got the Stars running a zone, but it's a really packed zone. And so any long rebounds are coming out to Brook Hill.
Fight with a little steal into the paint. Ooh.
That's called the we're up 27-0, no foul call there.
You're not
right?
getting that comment.
Yeah. You're gonna need a loud crack of some sort to get a call there.
So clock rolling down, under 3 to go. And they're not going to get a shot up, and that's going to do it for the first period. We're going to go to the second. Score, 27-0. Guard, be right back for the second quarter here on NSN. And we are back here on NSN, ready for the second quarter action. Lady Guard up 27-0. Looks like Booth and India Williams are back in.
Oh, we got a foul reset.
Oh, the foul reset, yeah. She's distracted. She's got too many things going on down here.
Too many buttons.
So first possession for Brook Hill. Corner jumper, good. Landry fight with a nice jumper.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the future of Landry Fight, right? A really young player. Has gotten some good minutes this year, unfortunately due to an injury, right? But I think for her, it's, man, what a good thing in the long run, right, for her to get minutes as a freshman and, helps improve your chances in the future of becoming a leader and someone the team can count on.
Yeah, a very, very young team overall, Lady Guard. You got a couple of seniors, but a lot of good pieces to look forward to for next year as well. Drive. Ooh, that's going to be a turnover, and Landry Fight is going to go take it. She's going to get her some points tonight, and she goes up for another one.
You know, that's the thing that killed me as a coach is when a kid threw the ball into the backcourt, and they knew it was a mistake, and then you just let it roll because you're giving the other team a chance. Go at least touch it, and make it dead, so they have to at least inbound it. But then kind of hesitating there gave Landry a chance to get a bucket.
So I want to know what happened to your Kansas Jayhawks over the weekend, Jeremy.
Oh my gosh!
They lost in double overtime.
Yeah,
to Houston.
You have 2 6-point leads with under a minute left, and you find a way to throw the ball away twice.
Like that?
Yeah, it was an inbounds play, and you're throwing it to 7'2" Hunter Dickinson, so you throw it 6'4" off the ground. Doesn't make a lot of sense.
Okay.
And not only did we do it before the end of regulation, we did it again in the first overtime, and the same guy was inbounding, and usually one of our better players, but I think somebody new might be the inbounder starting next week.
Okay.
But, just a good Houston team, but you can't let good teams off the hook.
That's some good insight. That's
Then I saw last night Iowa State got beaten overtime, which was a surprise.
And Lila Morris, this time she makes the easy bucket.
And a little friendly fire there on the attempted block.
And we've got a timeout called by Brighter Horizons. We'll take it with them. 5:47 left here in the first half. It's 33-0 Guard. We'll be right back here on NSN. And back here on NSN. 5:47 left here in the first half, and
we were talking during the break. I'm not sure that Brighter Horizons has gotten a shot off yet. Maybe one. I can't remember for sure, but I know it's not been much. And, man, it's got to be disheartening, right, as a coach who spends a lot of time and even as players who put in the work. you know, to have a game like this where you just can't get anything going.
And that's going to be a foul, first foul of the game on Brook Hill. It's on Landry Fight, number 14, first. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession will stay with Brighter Horizons. Now, if you're Brook Hill, who's going to? You don't want to be the first one to give up bucket, right? I mean,
right? Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want to be the one that gives up an assignment.
That's going to be filmed tomorrow. And this Malibu's arm got stuck, and she's going to get called for the foul.
That's the easy get the ball out.
Yeah, a smart play there by the defender, right? She realizes she's kind of reaching around, so just twist away and kind of cause the contact there.
And Williams with a steal.
Yeah, I think, you know, I over the years in the middle school, we coached a couple games like this where things were just too easy, I guess you'd say. And one of the things we focused on was we had to run our rotation of our offensive set so many times before we could take a shot, right? Or we only allowed a certain kind of shot to be taken. That way we still stayed in the flow of what we wanted to do, and it was really a chance just to work on those, right? Work on your cuts, work on your passing.
3-point attempt. Oh, almost. And it's going to be another jump ball. Possession will go back to Brook Hill on that one. That was a close shot there.
Yeah, Coach Hubbard doesn't seem too concerned. But it was a close shot. First one officially that we can remember.
We should have just had him mic'd up the whole game.
Well, I would have hated that as a coach. That would have been the worst. I'm glad that I was not mic'd up.
This might be a game where he might let us.
That's true.
Short three.
You know, there's always that moment though where somebody does something really boneheaded, no matter how well the game is going, and then that's the moment you don't want to be mic'd up.
Yeah. And Victoria Aguayo with the steal. Morris lines up another three. And her first miss from downtown for Morris. Booth lines one up.
Landry with the rebound again.
Molly's don't forget about it. Aguayo travels. Molly was taken off the other way. She forgot about rebounding.
Yeah.
Some more subs. Carmen Miller will check back in along with Zuza.
Yeah, and again, we haven't seen Tonroy or Onley yet.
And a traveling. Man, talking about the cardiac kids. Let them Texas Longhorns come back from 22. I turned on that game. I almost flipped the channel, but I stayed just long enough they made it interesting for a little bit, so I actually ended up watching that entire game.
I'll tell you, you know, I feel like this year especially, I feel like when you feel like you know something about college basketball, it's the moment that you're wrong, right? It's like, oh, this is how this game's gonna go, and then it just completely seems to go the opposite, you know. I mean, I think it was Tennessee earlier in the year looked unbeatable, and they get smoked by 20-something. You know, it just seems like, and maybe it's UIL in play, but it seems like a lot more teams have an opportunity to have a good game, and you can't switch off, right? You can't, even as the favorite, you can't come in relaxed.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to pick a bracket, I think.
Yeah.
Make that a little bit difficult.
Yeah, the selection show is going to be a fun one this year just to see how it all shakes out. It always is, but it feels like one of those years where it's definitely kind of, you know, you look at them one week and this team's a 1 seed, and then a week later they've got them as a 4 seed. And yeah, she got away with that one. Nope, she didn't. I thought she might have gotten the bump call, but.
So that 33 points is kind of stuck there for a little bit. We do have the 40-point rule where they'll run the clock when it gets to 40. And Zuza with a steal. Zuza, jumper, it's a little long. Couldn't quite get the roll.
Yeah, you got to be careful. They've gotten caught several times on this kind of flat pass across the top with no movement. It's an easy steal for that backside.
Oop, right
Almost
there.
right there.
Yeah, if you just jump passing lane, like.
And
yeah.
Zuza seems to be. She's got it. Boy, she's got it timed up. You can almost see it coming. She reminds you of like the cheetah, right? As it's stalking its prey. She's just taking a little step, and then she goes.
Having fun with some fans over there. She almost kind of faked it where it kind of made the offensive players kind of scared for a minute.
Right.
And a shot blocked there. Stars and shot up and no good. There's another shot. I think that's 2 this quarter.
Yeah, but that better ball movement there, right? Like the ball moves faster in the air than it does on the floor. And so if you want to get ahead, you got to get that ball in the air moving as people are running down the court.
Souza drives in. Good pass into fight on the baseline. Ooh, just couldn't quite get it to go. And I think that's Rider Rising's best chance.
Yeah.
Get that fast break. Try to pick the pace up a little bit.
Yeah, if they can get that first outlet pass, that's been the trouble so far. Is the rebound and that first outlet's been stolen about 20 times, but if they can get past that first pass, then they've got an opportunity there.
Nice look.
Oh.
Wow, short. Got to use the backboard right there.
Oh, it's so open.
Souza in the paint. She dribbles back out, lines up a 3. No good.
I think this is that moment as a coach where you probably don't want to be mic'd up because you're starting to see kind of some of that effort slip.
And then the first bucket of the game, that's for Morgan.
And again, probably more so defensively, you've seen some effort, not quite the same effort to get back.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and the bucket's good. Nice finish from Zuza there. So she'll have a chance for a 3-point play, and she does. And looks like maybe out of bounds.
Yeah, and so unless something changes here in the last 23 seconds, it looks like we're going to have to at least wait until the second half for that 40-point rule to come into play. But again, 36-2 is a good start. You just want to keep your foot on the gas as far as effort and energy.
Aguayo jumper, good. Nice shot over there from Victoria. 38-2. Got 3 seconds to go. They're going to shoot at the buzzer, and it'll be no good. So we have reached the half. We're going to take a break. We'll be back for the third quarter. A second half action here on NSN as the Lady Guard lead 38-2 here on NSN. All right, we are back here on NetSN for half number 2.
Yeah, 40 combined points in the first half.
If you've tuned in so far, thank you for
yes.
tuning in. It's been very interesting. Tough when the teams are this mismatched.
Yeah, and I think, again, for Brook Hill, you want to do what you do. You want to play good defense. And probably on the Brighter Horizons end, you want to get some small victories, right? You want to be able to run your sets, hopefully get something out of it. First shot's no good, but, again, a better opportunity, at least getting a shot up.
Zuza, shooter's roll for 2. Ooh. That was a very lenient pivot foot there.
That was 2 and 7/8 steps.
Yep. And
the toe drag.
Thrown away and goes back to the Liddy guard here. Has Lila come out tonight? I think she may be the stalwart player. I don't know.
Yeah, you might be right. I don't think she has. She's going for the Iron Man award tonight.
Okay.
And again, we haven't seen Savannah or Remy. I'm not sure if we will. Maybe a good night to get them some rest. Maybe get a little run here in the second half.
At this point, why?
Yeah. I mean,
Morris off from downtown. I know there was some sickness they had some trouble with on Saturday, so maybe he's still trying to get healed up from that. And a jumper good for Miley Booth.
Yeah, I mean, man, that sickness is going around. I know kids are dropping like flies on campuses across East Texas, right?
Yeah.
That flu A is no joke.
Yeah, I had something. It wasn't flu last week, but I had some virus. Didn't need to go out to I was supposed to go out and produce the Harmony and Reigns game and sick, so.
I had a friend that had flu A. I think he said he was in bed 4 straight days and felt like if he moved he was going to be sick. And finally on the 5th day he was able to get up and go around a little bit. But it's no joke, whatever it is.
Yeah. It's a good week for Brook Hill to get healed up.
Yeah, for sure.
I know Remy was out sick for sure Saturday. She did not play as they took a tough loss here Saturday against Natchez.
Yeah, Coach said that Natchez just shot the lights out.
13 threes.
Yeah, I think he said 77% on the game, which is just an insane stat. You know, that's
from 2 girls.
Right.
One had 4, one had 9.
That's crazy.
So
yeah, and I mean,
that's just when you shoot like that, it's tough. Three from Miller. Misses. Booth collects a rebound and puts it back in for 2.
And talk about being in the right place at the right time. That ball literally rolled between 4 sets of legs and right to Miley's hands.
3. No good from Morgan.
You know, you asked me the halftime break, like, what do you do as a coach here, right? If you're at Brighter Horizons, this is a hard. It's a hard thing where you just can't feel like you've got anything positive going. How do you work with that, right? How do you?
Booth takes it away. Nice rebound and put back for Miley.
And we've crossed that threshold now where the clock should run.
Block shot from Miley, and she gets the rebound.
Well, I think, too, like, you know, the moments that Brighter Horizons has had an opportunity, it's almost like they rush it because it's not been.
3 from downtown. Lila Morris, her 3rd 3 of the game. And it'll be a timeout from Brighter Horizons. We'll take it with them. 4:11 left here in the 3rd quarter. Brook Hill up 40-2. Be right back here on NetSN. As we come back from break. Lila Morris is she leading the way?
Yeah.
Between her and Booth, I think. If I was a guessing, betting money on the guess here.
You got Lila with 13. You got Zuza with 15.
Oh, Zuza's 15?
Yeah.
It's a quiet 15.
It is.
Okay. All right.
And then you got Miley with 11.
Okay.
So you weren't too far
I
off.
had 2 out of the top 3. That's going to be a foul there on Carmen Miller. It's going to send Ryder Rising to the free throw line. At the line, it's going to be number 15, Layla Morgan.
Yeah, just a late rotation there on the defense.
And free throw good. Nice choke there for Morgan.
Yeah, and Morgan's been all of the offense so far for Brighter Horizons, all 3 points coming from her.
Aguayo from the corner. Off.
Now, I know the baseline drive has been much maligned by some of our friends here at
The CM line.
yeah, the CM line. I, on the other hand, hate the shot from the short corner.
That's a toughest shot there is.
It's brutal.
I'd rather shoot the corner 3.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, but man, there's just no good landmark, and it's in an awkward spot, and it just seems like it never works out in your favor.
Fight, jumper, good. Nice jumper from Landry there.
And again, might be why it's open a lot, right? Is because the
Yeah.
other team knows that it's not easy to make, and so if you're going to give up something, at least make it hard.
Does everybody score tonight?
We're getting close. Everybody that's been on the floor,
Yeah.
except for Carmen, I think is the only one that hasn't scored yet.
Okay.
And surprisingly, I think, just thinking about before the game started, India Williams only has 2 points, and they've got 51. Right? I mean, that's a good night if you're coach, not having to rely on
Nice passing there. Good ball movement. Fight for 3. Off. Ball loose. Morris takes it away.
Oh, what a look!
And there's Carmen for 2.
There it is. She heard me.
Announcer jinx reverse.
That's right. That's right. Just a little encouragement.
So everybody that's played has scored.
Yes.
Probably everybody who's played it has been in.
Yeah, I
I'm
would
thinking.
assume, like you said, with the sickness that's been going around, that Savannah and Remy are not going to get in. And I don't see anything tonight that's going to make me think that Coach would change his mind.
Why? I mean, at this point, why would you need to risk getting someone injured?
It's a little bit different than the Beck situation against Grace, where they needed a kind of a little bit of a pop second half.
Morris, that one was a little bit off. It's okay. I think she earned the shot on that one tonight.
Yeah.
She's made several.
Coach is just shaking his head. As a shooter, that's the one that leaves your hand, and immediately it's not going to go well.
Yeah. I used to try to chase those down.
Yeah, at least try to get the rebound on it. Although in that case, she was the highest up the court, so she had defensive rotate. Oh,
Azusa with a steal. She kind of turns the accelerator off there.
yeah, I think there might have been a, hey, let's work the ball, let's move it a little bit. Again, a good chance to work on your zone offense here.
Miller, corner 3. Long. And the rebound from Fight underneath. Nice job by the small Landry Fight. The freshman there got a nice offensive rebound and putback.
Yeah, she's chipped in 10 tonight. I mean, so again.
It's a good confidence booster for Landry tonight. That's a player that, Brook Hill doesn't have a JV. There's no, JV girls team.
Right.
So some of these girls that would be getting minutes on the JV are not. So this is good extra minutes they're able to pick up.
For sure, and you've got 4 players in double digits, right? I mean, you've got balanced scoring. Like, that's that ideal stat line that you want. You're not having to rely on one person. And, again, you can have a couple of your starters not play and still be okay.
All right, we're going to take a break. Back for the 4th. It's been a quick one. 55-3, the Lady Guard lead. All right, back for fourth quarter here. Three-pointer up. Morris a little bit off right. And Brook Hill collects the rebound. Still with the same lineup in right now. Nice move. Maguire fight again, and she's going to be fouled. And she'll go to the line for 2.
The foul was on off top. That is her second.
And, ooh, that was off, no rim. That's going to be out of bounds. Goes back to Brighter Horizons.
That pass made it through somehow. Went to the wrong person initially and went through. But a rebound by Brook Hill, or a turnover, and then coming the other way.
There we go.
Let's see if we, again, the girls have done a really good job, I think, of rotating the ball tonight and looking for each other.
Ooh, up and under. Jumper with short.
And Lila's still on the court. I think she hasn't taken a break yet tonight, which is a testament to her.
Yeah,
even in a faster-paced game, right? Like,
and she won't take a break either, because after this, she'll be right back out cheering on the side over there for the boys. So
pulling that double duty. But impressive on her end of just the conditioning to be able to do that.
Shot short, and Zuza collects the rebound. Looking up the floor to Landry. Oh,
kind of short hopped her there.
Worst spot.
Yeah, right. Hit her right in the shin.
Nice steal from Victoria Aguayo. Gets over to fight, and the layup for 2. Turnover back to Brook Hill. This game's on pace for less than an hour.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Jumper good for Morris at the free throw line.
And brings her up to 15 on the game.
Was that a few weeks ago? Were you here for the 74-4 game as well?
I was.
Okay. I was wondering, we're kind of getting in that ballpark.
Yeah, we're getting close. I guess Coach needs to, if he wants that big dub, I'm your guy.
And jumper again for Morris. Continues to put up points.
She's done a really good job, too, of that little short spot there in between, that little kind of upper lane spot. It's been open, and she's done a good job of getting there and getting her hands up. Ooh, that was close to backcourt.
Yeah, it was. Morris says, why not? Line up a 3. Ooh, that was a little off.
There she goes in the cut.
Oh, and Miller will get the rebound that time. Good offensive glass work from the Lady Guard. Uh-oh, we got a loose ball on the baseline.
Like a Nerf ball or something.
Thankfully, didn't get on the court. Goes back to Zusa there. Nice steal.
Yeah, I think Zuza's had a quiet game, but a good game, right? I mean, she's gotten her points and gotten a lot of steals.
I was going to say, she might have double-digit steals.
Yeah. Yeah, she's done a great job on the backside of the defense of just anticipating that swing pass.
Carmen from downtown.
Downtown. Carmen says, I'll take some of that.
Maybe her first 3 of the year. I don't know that I've seen Carmen hit a 3, unless it was a game that I wasn't at. It's not normally where she lines up, but a good shot for her.
Yeah, and she got it in good rhythm and a pure shot. Again, that clock is running, so if you notice the ball out of bounds and the clock moving, it's because of our score.
And bucket
by number 23, Lily.
Zusa up and under, and she's fouled. So clock rolling here, 1 minute, 30 seconds left here in the game. And could be the last possession.
Yeah.
I mean, if you milk this.
I was going to say, 10 seconds per free throw, you could probably see the equivalent of a kneel down, right?
Yeah,
she's not going to do that.
She's like, I'm going to hurry.
Yep.
Knock the free throws down.
Let's get back and get another steal. She wants to get to that 15 steal range, somewhere in there.
Just no movement here.
Yeah.
This is the problem.
There she is.
And
another one.
Steal.
And a great look ahead.
Fight. She didn't want that one.
Yeah, I think that's sportsmanship, right? I mean, it could be easy to get a bucket there, but 45 seconds, let's work the ball around. And again, that's maturity from a freshman, right? You know, you see those guys sometimes late in a game, with whether it's a football game and you got a breakaway drive, or you break a long run.
And Aguayo with a finish.
Easy to score, but the smarter thing or the better play might be to pull it out and wait for a better look.
And Banks still not open.
It had a chance.
And one more possession here for the guard. 8 to go. And I think that's going to do it here for game one. As Brook Hill gets the win 69-5 here in game one. And that's going to be our final of game one. So see what kind of interview we're going to get tonight here, Coach Hubbard. All right, we got Coach Hubbard here, and you looked like you didn't break a sweat tonight. You look pretty relaxed. I don't know if I've ever seen you that relaxed at a game.
Man, you know what, though? It's you hate games like that for a lot of reasons, right? I mean,
yeah.
For us, it's a matter of
you got to rest some people
we needed
tonight.
it. I mean, we've had some kids sick, obviously. You don't want to get – I mean, injuries are always concerned in a game like that, So, man, you I don't know. It's a good week for us to recover. I mean, you guys may have talked about it.
It's timing, right? I mean, it's good timing.
Yeah,
for
it's
you guys.
good time for us. At one point today, I thought I might have 5 players healthy, and that was it.
So we saw Bridget with an injured hand.
She had a little incident yesterday, and so I don't know how long she'll be out, but we won't have her.
Because this will be a game where she could have gotten.
I mean, and I think she was upset about that. Obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know when she'll be back. We're waiting to hear some things back about when she'll be ready, but I did hate that for her.
Yeah, well, and tonight you had Lila had a good game, 17. Zusa had 17. Landry had 13.
Yeah.
I thought Landry played really well, and again, that's hard to do, right? It's hard to keep your team focused and locked in, and I thought they did a good job of being smart late in the game with some places where you could have maybe gotten an easy breakaway, but pull the ball out, work the floor, work your offense.
Yeah, and one thing I thought that group did well that played a lot tonight was they ran through our offensive stuff well. I thought them playing exclusively zone like we knew they would, it's kind of hard to, against a man, we could have gotten our flex stuff and killed some clock, but it really, everything zone was designed to be quick,
you
right?
could have just pulled it out and basically stalled it. Nobody wants to see that either.
We weren't going to do that. So, but, I did tell them at halftime, I thought they did a good job of finding the middle a couple times. Landry and Lila both did a good job of timing it right, and that's what we talk about is, you want to get somebody in the middle of the zone, but it's got to be at the right timing. You don't just if you sprint somebody in there, then it's a waste of time. So, I thought they did a good job of that, and we got them some open looks, and, happy for we're still in the middle of this year. Got a lot to do this year, but you look at Landry getting extended minutes tonight, and kind of what's ahead for her over the next few years.
We talked about that, not having a JV. Some of those players, like Victoria, like Landry, like Bridget, younger players that would probably get minutes on a JV, don't get those minutes, and these are those kind of games that are important for them.
Yeah, not having a JV has really hurt us along the last couple of years because you lose some kids who they come up here and they don't get to play a lot, right? And so – but now, luckily, Landry and Victoria, two of the kids as freshmen that have just bought in and said, okay, I'm going to get my minutes when I can get them. I'm going to play well, and they have. I never have any complaints about those two when they're in there working. And Landry's going to be a good player for us down the road. We're excited about that.
Tonight I thought, and again, we know the circumstance, but I thought she looked poised.
She did.
Right? Like she didn't rush anything. It'd be really easy to be really greedy, right, and to force things. And I thought she did a great job of knowing when to push and when to pull out.
She's a kid we trust a lot. And if I know you guys are watching, but she just puts her body in great positions to get good rebounds. I mean, her and Lyle are the two shortest kids on the floor, and they probably get more rebounds tonight because other than Miley, who I feel like, and Zuzia maybe had 42 apiece, but those two just use their bodies the right way to put themselves in position to get good rebounds.
Yeah,
so.
we felt like Zuzia had one of those stat lines where it was like 17 points, probably 15 steals. I thought she did a good job, which is really hard because you want to be careful, but she did a great job on that swing pass when it rotated her way. You could see her; she looked like a cheetah stalking in Africa. She'd step, and then boom.
Well, I think she got my message. Sometimes I think she plays the language barrier thing a little different with me to not understand and try to go score. I think at halftime she understood, hey, we're not going to do that to those guys. And listen, you don't want to embarrass anybody.
No.
But at the same time, you want to work. And that's the hard part is, look, play defense. Get steals, whatever, and then just pull it out. And like I said, they did a good job in the second half doing that. So.
Well, one more game, and then we have a district tournament. That pretty much locks you guys in as the 1 seed, correct?
Yeah, it does. And so we found out today, and we will play next Friday at noon against what should be Brentwood again. And Ag may tell you more. I think unless something goes wrong for them, they'll be the 2nd seed, and they'll play Friday night at 6 over in Waco. So
we plan on being there.
We're excited about it, man. It's get healthy this week. I was worried about how we would handle this week, and now I didn't have to worry about it anymore because everybody gets a Tamiflu and a shot of NyQuil on the way out the door. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach Hubbard, for joining us. And that's going to wrap up our first broadcast. We'll be back on the air for the boys' game here shortly. For Jeremy Diamond, I'm Brett Swinney signing off. We'll see you here in just a little bit.
Tonight. Let your brother count on you every play tonight. Okay? And then come out and have fun. The gates are locked. Ain't nobody getting out now. They can't run. The gates are locked. Let's bring the fight to them, guys. Yes, sir. All right, brother. Let's pray.
The Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at netsn.live.